What's up, y'all? So, I wanted to make this video because um lately, like just in conversation, a lot of people they ask me questions about like co-parenting and stuff like that. And I had one girl, let me come up out this seatbelt. I had one girl, she asked me a question, and it was about co-parenting, but it's a little bit different. She wanted to know how could she co-parent with her baby daddy when he suffers from narcissism. Now, a lot of people don't believe that narcissism is a real thing. People don't believe that, it's a real disorder. um Let me be the first to tell you, if you think that, it is very much real. It is a disorder. Narcissistic personality disorder. It is called that because it is true. It is a disorder, okay? Now, a lot of people might not know, but I co-parent with someone who is a narcissist, okay? And really, there's no when dealing with a narcissist, like, first you have to realize that you have no win. Like, no matter what you do, they're gonna put you in a lose-lose situation. There's no way for you to win. Secondly, you need to know that you need to always be on defense. And you need to always have a plan B for everything when it pertains to your kids. I mean, down to the babysitting situation. You need to always have a plan B, because narcissists, there's no cap for them. Like, there's not anything that they wouldn't do, or anyone that they wouldn't use or hurt to hurt you. That's including your kids. You know what I'm saying? So as a parent, when you're co-parenting with someone who suffers from narcissism, you need to always have a plan B. Always, for everything. You need to have a plan B. Third, the hardest part about co-parenting with the narcissist is just that they're really gonna, like, push your sanity to the limit. They're gonna do everything they can to push you to the limit, to get you to react, to get you to to just be totally out of character. And they're gonna use that. They're gonna use those emotions, and they're gonna say, well, see, look at how she reacted. This is why we're not together, or this is why, it's so hard for me to co-parent with her. Like, they're gonna use that against you. Whatever it is that you say and you do, they're gonna use it against you. So you need to be aware of that also. And this is what I mean when I say they put you in a lose-lose position. Because if you're the type of parent that, you want to make this co-parenting thing as smooth as possible, so you're willing to reason and compromise, and you use your logic and shit like that, they will take it and they will manipulate that and spin it and tell people, well, see, she said that I was a narcissist, or she said that I was so bad when we was together, whatever. But look, I'm not that bad. If she wants to, she still wants to work it out. She wants to co-parent with me. I can't be that bad. I can't be a deadbeat if she wants to, reason with me and compromise with me. I can't be that bad. But in reality, they really are that fucking bad. Like, they're the absolute worst. In my opinion, them motherfuckers are evil. Like, them motherfuckers are dealing with some type of spiritual possession or something, because, like I say, there's no stopping point for a narcissist, especially a narcissist who has children. They will use their kids to hurt you. They will use their kids. They will manipulate their children into hating you. They will try to, fill their heads up with so much negativity about you. Like, there's no cap for them. There's no cap for them. And the best defense you can have against a narcissist is to know what the signs are of narcissism, and how to move. That's the best advice I could give her. Is okay, you already know that your baby daddy's a narcissist, so now you need to know that you need to have a plan B for everything that you do as it pertains to y'all's child, or everything you do, financially, money, child support, babysitting, who gonna pick the baby up from school, who gonna help with the homework, who gonna do the laundry. I mean, everything. You need to have a fucking plan B. Because like, I've had times where my baby daddy, knowing my work schedule or whatever, and how much I work, and I do all these things, like, knowing that I'm gonna need him to be a little bit more present. I need him to do a little bit more as far as our kid together. Like, I need you to help out more, picking the baby up, and doing stuff like that. There's been times where my baby daddy would just leave me high and dry, and I had to learn, no matter what he say, have a fucking plan B. He cannot be depended on. You cannot depend on a narcissist. You cannot put your trust in a narcissist. They're going to prove you to be a fool every single time that you do. Like, that shit gets so tough. It gets tough. And I know, like, exes, sometimes, they be hurt, because of the situation or whatever, but that's one thing. I can logically wrap my mind around that. Somebody being hurt or disappointed. But when you're dealing with a narcissist, they're evil before they even get to know you. Before you even do anything to them. Their whole agenda for you is to destroy you. It's to destroy your sanity, your self-esteem, everything. Everything. To destroy your reputation. They're going to tarnish your good name. They're going to smear you out here in these streets. They're going to do all of that shit. So when you co-parenting with somebody like that, just know that that's going to come with the territory. They're going to tell everybody how you depended on them, you needed their money, like all kind of shit. What they'll say, a narcissist will say anything if it means putting them in a victim light. If it means that people will look at them like, oh, you were a victim, you were done wrong, they'll say it. If people will look at them like, oh, well, you was the good one, you was a savior, they will say it. They don't care. They'll lie on their mammy. A narcissist will lie on their dead mammy, as long as that means that people look at them as either a victim or the savior. I gotta turn this R. Kelly off. I think that's R. Kelly. My iHeart app. Anyways, that's the hardest part about co-parenting with a narc. And another hard part about co-parenting with a narc is the excessive, obsessive stalking. Like, your ex narc, they are gonna stalk the shit out of you. They gonna wanna, but see, in my situation, at the time that I was with my child's father, I ain't bring none of my friends around. And I'm looking back, I'm so glad that I never brought like my friends around. I never had him, interacting with friends like that, because knowing what I know about him now, oh yeah, most definitely turned them against me. Most definitely. He would have turned them against me. He would have smeared my name to them. He would have told lies on me. And then I would have been in a whole bunch of beef and drama with these girls, all because of him. So I'm glad. Hindsight is 20/20. And I'm glad that part of my life, I never invited him into. What the fuck is up with all this R. Kelly shit? So, yeah, they gonna stalk the shit out of you. They gonna stalk the shit out of you on your social medias. They want to know what's going on, who you with, what you doing. Y'all could y'all could be broken up for like 17 years. They still feel like you belong to them. Period. They don't care. You could have went and got remarried, whatever. They still feel like you belong to them. You are their property. So they need to know what the fuck is going on. And a lot of times, narcissists who have children, they will use their kids as pawns. Don't be fooled by it. They will use their kids as pawns. They only fuck with their kids because that's the only way for them to get close to you. They'll only fuck with the kid because when they want to hurt you, they get in their little mood where they want to do something to get this attention from you. They'll hurt the child or do some neglectful shit to the child just to get you riled up and just to get what they was wanting from you in the beginning, which was your attention. Don't be fucking fooled by it. I've experienced all that shit. All of that shit. So if you're not prepared to either, one, get full custody of your child, be prepared to deal with the bullshit, the stalking, the harassment, the smear campaign. Be prepared to deal with all of that, because you're going to. Because those are trademarks of a fucking narcissist. That's what the fuck they do. They seek people out with the sole intention to destroy them. They seek people out with the sole intention to hurt, to use and manipulate. That shit, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard as fuck. But in my opinion, you still gotta remain sane. Like, you gotta distance yourself just enough that they don't have so much access to you. Like, you gotta block the shit out of their ass. You literally have to be on guard with your social media accounts. You don't accept friend requests from anybody you don't know for sure. And then on top of that, if any of your friends are following your ex-narc, then you block their ass too. Believe that. Everybody get blocked if you following him or her. Everybody get fucking blocked. That shit get tough sometimes, man. That shit gets so tough because, like, they put that pressure on you. Like, you loving your child, you caring for the well-being of your child, but then you have this other parent, they just, that they're just only fucking with the child, or they only want partial custody of the child because they want to stay connected to you. They don't want to do right. They don't have no intention to do right by their kids because they hate their children. They do. Because they narcissists, they look at their children as attention takers. They take all the attention away from the narc. Okay? Like, prime example. If you have a baby, you know what I'm saying, with your narcissist, when you deliver the baby, who ought to focus on? On the baby, because everybody in the family is happy that this new baby is here. Everybody, wants to hold the baby and be around the baby. The narcissists are attention whores. Like, that's why social media is their playground. They are attention whores. They want attention 24/7. They need validation 24/7. They do. They seek out other people in the times of their weaknesses, and they use them to validate. They use these other people in the time of their weaknesses to validate themselves. And, that's what they do. So when they have kids, it's not like they're purposely trying to have kids because they want to be great parents and, like, for all these good reasons, like for someone to carry their last name or, because they want to be a mother. No, they have kids for selfish reasons. They have kids, one, because they know that kids will tie them to you forever. Two, they got you pregnant by accident. Like, they wasn't even planning on having no child. They just shot the club up, you pregnant, like, boom. So now, you know what I'm saying? You a parent with them. Like, they don't have no genuine reason to have kids. They hate their kids. They do. And then there's always that one child who seems to be the favorite at the surface. They seem to be the favorite, but they're really not. All the narcissist is doing is grooming that child to be a narcissist themselves. Because as a parent, you have to be a sane and healthy person up here to raise a healthy child. Narcissists are not healthy. They're deeply, deeply damaged people. They're not healthy here or here. So how can somebody who's fucked up in the mind and in the heart teach a child how to be healthy? They can't. It's impossible. It's impossible. They cannot. They can't. But back to the social media stalking. Oh, Lord, they tripping with all this fucking R. Kelly. Back to the social media stalking. They will stalk the shit out of you. They'll drive past your job. They'll drive past your house. I'd have caught my baby daddy a few times driving past my house. Like, what the fuck is he out here for? You don't have my daughter today, so what the fuck are you out here for? I done caught him doing that. You know, you gonna catch yours doing that too, your ex. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is crazy. It's crazy, and it gets very, very hectic. It gets very, very stressful at times. Most of the time, it is stressful. And it's like, you can't even tell people just how fucked up your ex is, because it's so wild. It's so crazy that there's a human being on this planet that is that disturbed. But it really is. And the craziest part about it is, narcissism don't show up like a mole or a scar or something like that. Like, narcissists are extremely charming. They're extremely charming people. They will tell you whatever it is they think they need to tell you just to get you to open up to them, let them in. They will have you fall in love and all of that shit. And then, boom, they do a complete 360. Somebody else is in your fucking house. You don't even know who the fuck this is no more. That's how they roll. It's hard to co-parent with a narcissist. It's hard. So people out there who watching this video, if you don't have kids, please, like, the best thing you can do for yourself and your future children is to know who the fuck you are procreating with. You need to know the signs of narcissistic behavior. You need to know the signs of abusive behavior. And abuse is not just physical. Abuse can be emotional, mental, and then comes the physical. You know what I'm saying? Financial abusers also exist. You just gotta know what's what out here. You know what I'm saying? And it took for me going through that experience to know what the fuck narcissism is. Because truth be told, when I was younger, I didn't even know what the fuck that was. I never heard of that term before. I didn't know. I didn't fucking know. But it wasn't until around like 2015 when I really just started studying it. I really started digging deep into what the fuck this disorder is and how it affects people and how I can, avoid these types of people. Because, like, they out here. They exist. Believe that. They exist. They your family members, your co-workers, your spouses, you know what I'm saying, your siblings. They are out here. And they have no empathy. They have none whatsoever. And that's another hard part. Because even though you know that your ex has done this, that, and the third, they feel like they have done absolutely nothing, and your reaction to what you're saying they've done is unwarranted. Like, they always feel like they're a victim of something. That's another sign of a narcissist. If you ever talk to somebody about their past relationships, past friendships, and all they got to say is how such and such done them wrong, if all they got to say is, well, this person did this to me and that person did that to me, and they're never admitting to anything or even holding themselves accountable, then you fucking with a narcissist. That's a telltale sign. Somebody who is always a victim, no matter what the situation is, they are the victim in it. That's a telltale sign of a narcissist. It's a lot. It's a whole fucking lot. But if you co-parenting with a narc and you know for sure that you have a narc, because there's ways that you can find out, like you can Google it. I think it's like 9 characteristics. And I think you have to have 7 to be characterized as a narc. If you know for sure that you're dealing with a narc, best thing I can tell you is be on defense at all times and limit the amount of communication and access that your ex has to you, because everything about them, everything they think about when it pertains to you is to destroy. Everything. There's nothing good that's gonna come from it. Nothing. I don't care what it looked like. I don't care what it seemed like. There's absolutely nothing good that's gonna come from your narc. that's just a little bit of my experience with a little bit of advice. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.